The power of silence. How Sun Ye-jin and Hyun Bin protect their love from public scrutiny. In a world where every stolen glance between stars ignites a media frenzy, imagine a love that bloomed not in the blaze of spotlights, but in the gentle hush of unspoken promises. What if true devotion thrives precisely because it refuses to shout? Sun Ye-jin and Hyun Bin's story unfolds like a meticulously scripted drama, one where the plot twists are crafted not by writers, but by the quiet resilience of two souls navigating fame's relentless tide. Their paths first crossed in the subtle undercurrents of the industry, a fleeting encounter at an award ceremony in 2015 that might have faded into obscurity had fate not conspired to draw them closer. It was 3 years later, during the production meetings for the 2018 thriller The Negotiation, that their professional orbits truly aligned. Ye-jin, with her poised intensity, and Bin, exuding that effortless charisma, shared the screen in a tale of high-stakes diplomacy and hidden motives. Off-camera, sparks flickered, subtle, unassuming, the kind that don't demand validation from prying eyes. Watching them now, years later, one can't help but feel a pang of wistful admiration for how they guarded those early embers, letting them warm without scorching the fragile intimacy. It's a reminder that in the chaos of celebrity, the most profound connections often whisper their way into existence, unmarred by the clamor. As their on-screen chemistry simmered into something palpably real, the world outside began to sense it too. But Ye-jin and Bin mastered the art of deflection with a grace that bordered on poetic. Rumors swirled like autumn leaves in 2019 when they reunited for Crash Landing on You, Netflix's global phenomenon that turned their fictional North-South Korean romance into a cultural touchstone. Fans dissected every lingering look, every improvised laugh during press junkets, fueling speculation that this was no mere acting exercise. Yet the couple offered nothing. No coy Instagram hints, no joint appearances laced with double meanings. Instead, they poured their energy into the roles. Ye-jin as the fierce Yoon Se-ri, a businesswoman tumbling into the demilitarized zone and into the arms of Bin's steadfast Ri Jung-hyuk. The series wasn't just a hit, it redefined cross-border love stories, blending heart-wrenching drama with moments of levity that mirrored their own budding affection. I remember binge-watching those episodes late into the night, heart swelling at how their portrayals felt less like performance and more like prophecy. Two actors so attuned that their silence off-screen amplified the eloquence of their scripted words. It's profoundly moving, isn't it? To witness art imitating life so delicately, without the intrusion of real-world noise. When the inevitable leak came on New Year's Day 2021, courtesy of the relentless dispatch paparazzi, it was as if the universe had conspired to test their resolve. Photos surfaced of them strolling hand-in-hand through Jeju Island's misty trails, her head resting on his shoulder in a pose of utter contentment. The internet erupted. Hashtags trended worldwide. Fan theories proliferated like wildflowers. But Ye-jin and Bin, they waited. Not a knee-jerk denial, not a flashy confirmation. 3 months later, in March, they issued a joint statement through their agencies. Simple, sincere. Acknowledging the truth without fanfare. "We've been seeing each other for a year with good feelings," it read, closing with a plea for privacy that felt like a velvet curtain drawn over their world. In that restraint, there's a quiet power that stirs something deep, a sense of rebellion against the entitlement of fame, a declaration that love isn't a commodity to be auctioned to the highest bidder in likes and shares. Their choice evoked a rare tenderness in me, a fleeting envy for the sanctuary they built, brick by invisible brick. Marriage followed swiftly, on March 31st, 2022, in a private ceremony in Seoul that excluded even the most devoted paparazzi. No lavish photo shoots, no bridal magazine spreads, just vows exchanged under cherry blossoms, surrounded by family and a handful of trusted friends. The images they later shared were ethereal. Ye-jin in a flowing white gown, Bin in a tailored suit, their smiles soft and knowing, as if the camera were an afterthought. It was a wedding that whispered rather than roared, and in its understatement, it captured the essence of their bond. A partnership forged in mutual respect, where vulnerability is shared in whispers, not proclamations. Reflecting on it, one feels an almost maternal protectiveness, a desire to shield that bubble from the world's voracious gaze. How rare it is for public figures to claim such unapologetic normalcy, turning what could have been spectacle into something sacredly ordinary. Fatherhood arrived like a plot twist no one saw coming, with the announcement of their son's birth on November 27, 2022. Again, the news came wrapped in brevity. A black and white photo of tiny feet, a caption expressing joy without excess detail. No gender reveals, no nursery tours on social media, just the quiet thrill of new life, cradled away from flashing lenses. Ye-jin, who had paused her whirlwind schedule to embrace motherhood, later shared in rare interviews how it reshaped her. The exhaustion mingled with an indescribable fullness, the way holding her child grounded her amid the ephemeral highs of stardom. Bin, ever the stoic pillar, echoed this in his own reflections, admitting how the role of father humbled him, softening the edges of his action hero persona. There's a profound beauty in their candor here, sparse as it is. It humanizes them, making their silence not evasion, but elevation. I find myself lingering on those glimpses, touched by the authenticity that seeps through. Proof that even in restraint, they invite us into their warmth without surrendering its core. Delving deeper into Ye-jin's tapestry of triumphs, one sees how her career mirrors this philosophy of poised elegance. From her breakout in the 2003 melodrama The Classic, where she embodied youthful heartache with a vulnerability that lingered like morning dew, to the tear-jerking A Moment to Remember in 2004, a film that shattered box office records and cemented her as Korea's reigning queen of romance. In that role as the forgetful Soo-jin, she navigated loss with a fragility that felt achingly real, earning her the Blue Dragon Film Award for Best Actress and a legion of fans who wept alongside her. Yet even then, Ye-jin shunned the spotlight's glare, channeling accolades into quieter pursuits like philanthropy, quietly supporting causes for children's education without the fanfare of galas. Her versatility shone in Something in the Rain, 2018, a nuanced exploration of age gap love that challenged societal norms. Her portrayal of Ye-jin, brimming with the quiet defiance of a woman reclaiming her desires. And who could forget 39, 2022, where she led a trio of friends confronting life's impermanence with raw, unfiltered grace. Each project feels like an extension of her guarded heart, intimate, introspective, leaving audiences with a hush of contemplation. It's captivating, this thread of restraint weaving through her work. It evokes a gentle awe, as if her silence on the red carpet amplifies the eloquence of her characters' voices. Bin's journey, meanwhile, is a symphony of reinvention, from heartthrob to powerhouse, all underpinned by that same unyielding privacy. Launching into stardom with the bubbly rom-com My Lovely Samsoon in 2005, where his portrayal of the arrogant yet endearing Ye-jin Hyun won over a nation and snagged him the KBS Drama Award, he quickly proved his range. Secret Garden 2010 followed, a fantasy romp that birthed iconic body swap hilarity and propelled him to Hallyu superstardom. His Kimju won a perfect blend of arrogance and ardor. But Bin's true mettle emerged in action realms. Confidential Assignment 2017, where he traded suits for badges as the no-nonsense detective Im Chol-ryung, grossing over 7 million viewers and spawning a franchise that showcased his physical prowess and deadpan wit. The sequel in 2022, Confidential Assignment 2 International, reunited him with Don Lee for globe-trotting thrills, while his recent turn in Harbin 2024 as the revolutionary An Jong-gun demanded a depth that peeled back layers of quiet heroism. Through it all, Bin has sidestepped the tabloid traps that ensnare lesser stars. His interviews sparse, his social media a minimalist gallery of professional milestones. There's an inspiring steadiness to it, a felt resonance that makes his successes feel earned, not engineered, leaving one with a quiet respect for the man who lets his craft roar, while his life remains a serene echo. What elevates their union beyond mere celebrity coupling is this shared ethos of silence as strategy, a bulwark against the erosion of public scrutiny. In an era where relationships are dissected in real time, every vacation post parsed for fissures, every solo outing spun into breakup fodder, Ye-jin and Bin's approach stands as a masterclass in endurance. They don't deny the joy of their life together. Subtle nods appear, like Ye-jin's 2024 Instagram post marking their second anniversary with a single, sun-dappled photo of intertwined hands, captioned simply with a heart emoji. Or Bin's rare Variety interview in late 2024, where he mused on fatherhood's transformative pull without delving into anecdotes that could fuel fodder. These crumbs are deliberate, nourishing fan affection without depleting their reserves. It's a dance of disclosure and discretion that feels almost revolutionary, stirring a warm empathy in the observer. How effortlessly they remind us that love's strongest armor is often the one unseen, woven from trust and time. Consider the ripple effects on their artistry. Post-marriage, Ye-jin's return in 39 pulsed with a newfound maturity. Her Chami Jo navigating friendships and mortality with the wisdom of someone who's anchored her own chaos. Bin's The Point Men 2023, a tense hostage drama drawn from real events, channeled a paternal protectiveness that blurred the lines between role and reality. His Park Dae-sik, a father figure fighting impossible odds. Their collaboration on Crash Landing on You wasn't just serendipitous, it was symbiotic. The on-set rapport, late-night script reads under Seoul's neon glow, shared meals of jjajangmyeon amid grueling shoots, nurturing a chemistry that translated to screen magic. Fans still pore over behind-the-scenes clips, marveling at the unspoken ease between them. But Ye-jin and Bin have never cashed in on it with tell-all books or reality specials. Instead, they've let the work speak, allowing Crash Landing to evolve into a touchstone for divided loves everywhere, from Korean diaspora communities to global audiences grappling with borders of the heart. In this, their silence becomes a canvas for projection, inviting us to fill the gaps with hope rather than hearsay. A poignant gift that leaves one reflective, pondering how much richer our narratives become when left half-told. Yet, their restraint isn't without its trials. Whispers of discord have surfaced over the years, fueled by Ye-jin's maternity hiatus or Bin's back-to-back action flicks pulling him abroad. In 2023, tabloids speculated on strains from her Evil series commitments clashing with his Harbin promotions. But the couple met it with their trademark hush. No clapbacks, no clarifications. Just a joint appearance at a low-key charity event, arms linked, smiles unwavering. Time, as always, proved the ultimate arbiter. By 2025, with Ye-jin gearing up for No Other Choice, a Park Chan-wook-directed thriller opposite Lee Byung-hun that promises her edgier turn as a woman entangled in moral ambiguities, and Bin wrapping Confidential Assignment 3, their harmony shines undimmed. It's this alchemy, turning potential poison into proof, that imbues their story with an almost mythical allure. One feels a surge of inspiration here, a quiet conviction that vulnerability needn't be voiced to be validated. Sometimes, the steadiest hands hold the deepest truths. Expanding on Ye-jin's evolution, her early days in films like Lover's Concerto, 2002, showcased a luminous innocence. Her role as a time-displaced pianist evoking the ethereal pull of first loves lost and found. That performance, laced with piano melodies that haunted long after credits rolled, hinted at the introspective depth she'd honed over decades. The truth beneath, 2016, a political thriller where she unraveled as a mother and snared in corruption, earned her another Blue Dragon nod, her eyes conveying volumes of suppressed rage. These roles, much like her life choices, prioritize substance over splash. No over-the-top premieres, just immersive storytelling that lingers. Paired with Bin's grounded intensity, it's as if their careers are parallel rivers, converging without flooding each other's banks. His Hyde, Jekyll Me, 2015, dissected duality with a psychological edge, prefiguring the compartmentalized privacy he'd master in marriage, while Rampant, 2018, a zombie Joseon-era epic, flexed his athleticism in gore-soaked sequences that contrasted sharply with his tender Ri Jong-hyuk. Together, their filmographies form a mosaic of contrasts, romance's softness against action's grit, yet unified by an undercurrent of authenticity that their personal silence only enhances. It's mesmerizing, this harmony. It evokes a soft nostalgia, as if their joint legacy is a love letter to fans, sealed with discretion. In quieter moments, one imagines them stealing away to Jeju's volcanic shores, where they were first caught, walking barefoot on black sand beaches as waves murmur secrets only they share. Or curled up in their Seoul home, debating script lines over herbal teas, their son's laughter punctuating the piece. These vignettes, pieced from scant interviews and fan inferences, paint a portrait of domestic bliss untainted by performance. Ye-jin has spoken, in a 2024 Elle Korea feature, of the small rituals that sustain them. Morning coffees brewed just so. Evening walks under starlit skies. Details doled out like precious heirlooms. Bin, in a 2025 presser for Harbin, credited her as his anchor, a single word that spoke oceans. Such sparsity amplifies the impact, turning fragments into folklore. It stirs a profound gratitude in me for witnessing a love that doesn't demand consumption, but consents to it sparingly, like sips from a hidden spring. As 2025 unfolds, with Ye-jin's No Other Choice poised to delve into ethical quandaries that echo her own navigated privacy, a woman forced to choose between loyalty and survival, and Bin's upcoming projects hinting at more revolutionary fire, their story endures as a beacon. They've weathered the post-wedding glow, the newborn haze, the career pivots, all while embodying love in silence. No grand manifestos, no reality TV bids, just the steady rhythm of lives intertwined, proving that the most enduring romances are those that let time etch the narrative. In a culture addicted to overshare, their choice feels like a radical act of self-preservation, a testament to love's quiet might. And in that, there's an invitation to us all to cherish our own unspoken depths, to let devotion unfold not in echoes, but in the profound, unhurried beat of hearts aligned. Their silence isn't absence. It's the canvas where eternity paints its masterpiece, leaving us forever captivated by the beauty of what remains, beautifully unsaid. But let's linger a moment longer on the cultural footprint they've left, for it's in the echoes of their work that their personal philosophy resonates most vividly. Crash Landing on You didn't just top charts. It sparked dialogues on reconciliation in divided Korea, with Ri Jong-hyuk's unwavering protection of Seri mirroring Bin's real-life guardianship of Ye-jin. Fans in the US, Europe, and beyond formed Bin-jin clubs, exchanging fan art of imagined futures, wedding veils fluttering in DMZ winds, family portraits under Hanok eaves. Yet the couple never monetized this devotion, allowing it to flourish organically. It's a generosity of spirit that touches deeply, fostering communities bound by fantasy's warmth rather than exploitation's chill. Similarly, Ye-jin's Be With You, 2018, a supernatural tearjerker where she returns as a rain-summoning wife, grossed 7 million admissions and won her the Grand Bell Award. Its themes of loss and reunion paralleling the what-ifs that haunted early Ye-jin rumors. Bin's The Swindlers 2017, a heist caper blending humor and high tension, showcased his chameleon-like shifts, much like how he pivots from public stoic to private partner without missing a beat. These intersections aren't coincidental. They're the quiet architecture of lives built for depth over dazzle. Motherhood, too, has infused Ye-jin's lens with fresh hues, as seen in her subtle advocacy for work-life balance in industry panels. In a 2025 Baeksang Arts Awards speech, her first major post-baby appearance, she alluded to the invisible labors of raising a child in the limelight, her words a balm for fellow actress moms without naming names or dates. Bin, promoting Confidential Assignment 3 amid rumors of a family getaway to Europe, quipped about trading stunt wires for diaper changes, his dry humor disarming skeptics. These peaks humanize without humiliating, a tightrope walk that inspires quiet cheers. One senses the evolution in their poise. The 2021 confirmations carried a tentative thrill. The 2022 vows a settled certainty, now laced with the patina of parenthood's joys and jabs. It's this layered growth that makes their silence symphonic, each pause pregnant with progress. Envisioning their future, one pictures collaborative ventures, a historical drama whispered about in 2024 circles, where they portray intertwined fates in Joseon courts, their off-screen ease bleeding into scripted sparks. Or separate paths converging at home, Ye-jin directing a short on resilient women, Bin mentoring young actors on privacy's power. Whatever form it takes, their commitment to discretion ensures it unfolds on their terms, a legacy of love that defies dilution. In the end, Ye-jin and Hyun teach us that the strongest bonds are those tempered in quiet fires, unseen, unfaltering, eternally compelling. Their story, etched in silences as eloquent as sonnets, invites us to listen closer, to love deeper in the vast, whispering expanse between words.